Hi guys, it's Christy Blake again. I had surgery, VSG surgery on June 19th, 2013, and so that makes me almost 3 months post-op. I just made a video a minute ago, but I realized that I just didn't talk about what I wanted to talk about. I went off on a whole tangent, which is somewhat valuable, but it was really just me on a soapbox about lots of excuses. So I wanted to make a video with some good information. I actually woke up 2 weeks ago on a Saturday at like 8:30. I don't know. I got to sleep in that day because my husband helped with the kids. But actually, I think it was later than that. It might have been 9:30 that I was just laying in bed. I was on my phone on Facebook, and I noticed there was a support group, the Kaiser one that's across town, like it takes me 45 minutes to an hour to get, which I never go to, and I didn't have surgery at Kaiser, so I don't really go to that support group. But I looked at this one was like a special one, and I just happened to look at the location of it, like, oh, let's just see where this is, even though it starts and literally like it actually had just started. And so it must have been like 9:55. I was looking at this because it started at 10. I looked at the date or the location, and it was literally like 4 blocks from my house. Not 4 blocks, but just like across the main street down the road. Not far at all, within 5 minutes of my house. And I was like, honey, I gotta go to this thing. I'll be back in 2 hours or an hour and a half, and got up and went to the support group. I'm so glad that I did because I got this great information I really want to share with you. But I got to meet Jennifer Mahoney, which we've been in and out of the same circles for 3 years, and I just have never met her, so it was awesome to meet her. I don't know what her YouTube name is. I think it's Jennifer Mahoney. Anyways, it was awesome to meet you, girl. And there was a few other speakers, but she was talking about meal planning, which was all very good, and she gave us like a meal, like something to fill out to put your meals in, and stocking your pantry and talking about that. A little of it was hard for me because I do have kids, and my kids are super picky. So in my pantry, I have a lot of things that are for them, and then I tend to snack on it. Like, it is like a double-edged sword, and I wish I could just not have that crap, but they have to eat. So, anyways, it was very helpful information. What I loved and got most out of it is that she's 4 years post-op bypass and gastric bypass, and she looks great. She's like her lowest weight ever, and it's amazing to me. And basically, and her husband is also a weight loss surgery patient, and they're just so cute. Like, they just have this life together, and they support one another, and they split meals. And gosh, I wish I could get my husband to split a meal with me. Like, seriously, I just love the support that they have, and I wish I had a little bit better support system, because honestly, my husband is of this mindset of, if you want to lose weight, it has to come from within. And I'm like, yes, it does, but you can also have a great support system. Like, hey honey, let's make something healthy for dinner tonight. Like, I don't know, let's not go out to eat. I don't know, like, there are things you can do as a spouse to be supportive. That is a big deal as part of this journey, is support. So I really love that. She also talked about just making good decisions every day, and I totally agree with that. I've said that before. I really loved that. So it was a great session, and she gave us some recipes. One of the websites she goes to is hungry-girl.com. Had some really good recipes for her turkey meatloaf and for fettuccine Alfredo. We also got her turkey chili recipe. Anyways, it was really, really cool. The other session that we had was about protein. I loved this session. It wasn't really a session, but just kind of a talk. So they gave us like this really cool diagram I don't think you can see that, but basically it's just talking about what you should be eating and the control intake. And don't forget your water, working out, vitamins, and that protein is the first. I mean, these are all basic things that we know. What I did learn is that we should be waking up and having at least 30 grams of protein to start with. So I grab usually my Premier Protein, but if I make a shake, that's also at least 30 to 50 grams. I've put Greek yogurt in it and protein. A lot of these people put 2 scoops in, so that's like 45, you know. I asked specifically about how many grams you can do at a time, and 50 is the most. I know that it's like kind of this. She was a doctor, P.S., and she had weight loss surgery, so she definitely knew her stuff, and I loved that, because that is one thing I've asked before or heard before about how much can you absorb. Is that too much? Is it, you know, is it going to hurt your liver? There is some different theories out there, but she had it down. 50 grams is the most you can absorb at one time. So if you're making a special shake with 2 scoops and some other stuff, you don't need to go over 50 grams. I don't know. It was just really good. I'm just trying to look. High protein. There was some good information about the high protein. I wish I could have her PowerPoint. It was really good. It was saying that how much protein we should be on, even now, 3 years out, I should be on a high protein diet. Meaning, you know, 1,000 to 1,200 calories is, for me, 1,200 is about where I like to be. And 70 grams of protein. 70 to 100 grams of protein, actually. And she had this cool formula that was, you take your ideal weight of what you should be, not necessarily your BMI, but really where you feel like you should be. I put mine as 150. I'm 5'4", and 150 is great. If I go to my BMI, it should be like probably 120 something or 130 something, but that's not realistic for me and my body type. And then it said divide by 2.2, and that turned out to be 68. Sorry, I'm doing my math backwards. And then you times that times 1.2 for a moderate protein diet or 1.5 for a high protein diet. So mine turned out to be 102. That was my number. So I should be consuming 100 grams of protein a day. That is crazy to me. I am lucky if I get in 30. I mean, I do have my shake, so okay, I'm going to say I'll be lucky if I get in 50, maybe 60 per day, unless I super duper focus on the protein. Then I could probably get in 90 to 100. But I have to really focus on it. So that's kind of hard for me. That was really interesting. It just, you know, it's going to help us feel full or longer, less likely to regain the higher level of protein you have. Because that's what you're filling your stomach with, right? Less room for the other stuff. Anyways, there was some other information, but that was really interesting, that formula. If you need me to write that out or you want to email me to say that again, I can, or I could just say it right now. What am I at? 8:49? Yeah, just email me if you want to know that. So, that's it. It was just a really good refresher. I encourage you, if you are 3 years out or 2 years out or a year out, to get to those support groups. There's good information there to be had, and there's just good support. And I haven't been to one in a really long time, and I was kind of really into support groups through my first year, and then I kind of dropped off as I started to get back into the world and regain and focus on different things. I think you really forget sometimes and are in denial a little bit that you're a weight loss surgery patient, and that we will be for the rest of our lives, and that we are different, and we need to give ourselves some credit. We need to give ourselves some focus, and keep our protein up, and just basic things. So love you guys. Make good decisions. Have a good day. Bye.